What's up, everybody? How are you? Dan Schutte here. It is 1:30 on the nose. We are live outside our Rio Road studios. Just wanted to give everybody kind of a quick look at the weather as it stands at 1:30. We've got our parking lot already covered in snow. My drive-in was pretty much main roads, Meadow Creek Parkway, Route 29 a little bit. There's a little bit of blacktop showing, but not much, and it's starting to get slippery. I would say this is the time to be done driving. As I'm walking here, there's about a half an inch. I'm walking across the parking lot because there's something I want to show you that's going to be a problem for later today as well. Like I said, the roads were, I'm four-wheel drive, the roads were a little bit slippery. I would say I was going about half the speed limit most of the time. Passable, but not good. Passable but not good, I think, is the way to say it. So I think it's probably time to be done driving. If you're one of those folks that's still working right now, A, thank you, and B, I would say it's probably time to make the appropriate calls to start thinking about shutting her down. Hi Kyle, how are you? Here's one of the things I want to show you guys what we're worried about for power. This is a tree that we had here at the station earlier this week. Branch still down. We haven't had time to get it cleaned up yet. I was actually out helping a friend clean up her trees a little bit this morning because what we're worried about here is not so much this snow. It's pretty light, it's pretty fluffy. I mean, here, not too bad yet. A little cold, maybe I should wear a glove next time I try that. But what we're worried about is when some ice and freezing rain comes in a little later, some of these tree limbs, like I'm walking over here to this tree to show you, when we get to some of these tree limbs, we're worried about more branches coming down and more power outages like that. So that's the kind of stuff we're worried about for this storm a lot. Our forecast is still pretty solid in that 3 to 6 inch range. Going to be a little bit more west, going to be a little bit less east. We're going to have some other issues to worry about as far as Monday, because Monday the wind is really going to ramp up. It's not going to be as cold as it was last time. You remember right after the snowstorm on the 3rd, it got really cold. I don't think we're going to be worried about that as much. I think what we're going to be worried about tomorrow is the wind, but don't worry, our whole meteorology team is already here. We are already on, whoa, that guy's going fast. Don't do that. Don't do that at all. You can get going that fast, but you can't stop that fast. Wow, that guy was really moving with a trailer, no less. Okay. Yeah, so that's just a Facebook Live report for now. This is our 1:30 update. Snow's coming down pretty good. As you can see behind me, it's coming down pretty good here at the station, but Travis is here, Franklin's here, AJ's already working in remote, so we'll be ready. We'll be on the air online, and don't worry during the football games. We're just going to cut in during the commercial break, so you won't miss any of the football games. We got you covered there too. Hey Regina, you're welcome. Good to see you. I think that's it. I'll check back in a little bit. Thanks so much for joining us. All right, everybody, welcome back. It is, what time is it? It is 3:20 something. Give you another snow update while we're here. I'm actually gonna, hold on. I'm gonna set this down so I can put a glove on. It's cold out. There we go. You can just set your phone down. That works pretty good, huh? All right. Now the snow is getting deeper here at the station. I would say we've got a couple inches for sure. Still pretty light stuff, not as heavy as it was last time. Traffic is definitely calming down a little bit. I just actually went and checked a couple of our crew members into their hotels because they work the morning shift and we want to make sure that everybody can get here safely. I can definitely tell you, if at 1:30 I thought it was time to be done driving around, if you don't have four-wheel drive, it's really time to be done. There's getting to be snow on the roads, inch or two here or there, definitely some slick spots. I saw some vehicles that were definitely not four-wheel drive, and they were definitely not having a good go of it. Behind me, not a lot of traffic. Pretty big Chevy dually. He looks like he knows what he's doing. But again, he's going a little quick, but he's doing all right. Here comes a fire rescue vehicle. So there are still, the roads are passable if you have to, but I would say you really have to be out. I really just wouldn't do it at this point. We got football on Fox. We got football on CBS after that. there's really no reason to be out. We're going to be here all night. We'll be here tomorrow morning as well, starting at 4:30 in the morning on Good Morning Charlottesville on CBS 19, and then we'll switch over to Fox Virginia from 7 to 9 a.m. We'll give you full coverage of this storm. Again, the snow's not really what we're as worried about right now. What we're worried about is after dark, it's going to maybe switch to some freezing rain, some ice, and some rain. And then the wind comes in tomorrow, and that'll be interesting. So we'll be keeping an eye on that for you tomorrow. For now, this is Dan Schutte out front of the CBS 19 studios. I'm going to sign off after I can get my glove off and actually manipulate my phone. Geez, think I'd have more collars on? Nice. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. What's up, everybody? Dan Schutte here. It's 4:55. Wanted to go outside for another Facebook update. I'll try and learn to figure out how to turn my phone one of these times. It keeps telling me I can't. But anyway, here's what I wanted to show you. Just listen for a second. Yep, you can hear the precipitation now. And what that tells us is it is done snowing. And we are now on to the sleet phase of our Sunday afternoon and Sunday evening. What that means is the temperatures are starting to warm up. That means we've gone from those big, fat, light, fluffy flakes to the sleet portion of our evening. What's concerning is that we're going to have some of that sleet turning into freezing rain and ice. Here's one of the things that's different about this snow storm than the one we got last Sunday, though. Over here, let's see, will they let me flip? Nope, they won't let me flip. Oh, here we go. That's way better than looking at me, isn't it? See off in the distance those flashing lights? Those are plow crews already. So we've already got crews out here working on parking lots. Oh wow, listen to it back here. All kinds of sleet going on back here. Here we've got Ann Parker Coleman, Andy Payton, cleaning off a news car the way you're supposed to before they start driving. Andy's from Illinois, so he knows what he's doing. We're going to keep you guys covered. We know where there's a bunch of Dominion crews that are waiting for assignments. We're not sure. Hopefully, we won't need too many of them, but we know that there are hundreds of crews ready to deploy for this one. So, Kate says the ice is really coming down in Earlysville. Yeah, we're still sleet here, Kate. It's we're not ice yet. So hopefully sleet will be the order of the day. Travis was worried about anywhere from a quarter to a half an inch of ice, depending on where you are. If you go a little bit further east, it's going to be a little bit warmer, a little bit faster, so those things might change. But yeah, here we are. We're a few inches of snow up at our East Rio studios. It's still cold, though. That wind has got bite to it. But yeah, listen one more time. You can definitely hear the precipitation now. So the precipitation is definitely changing. We are at that point where the snow has moved out, the sleet has moved in. But again, we got full crews here. What about overnight snow? Will that accumulate at all? I saw it change to have some snow at 1 a.m. Not much, I don't think, Kate. Maybe a little bit, depending on where you are out west, but not really that much. It's actually going to be a little bit warmer and a little bit above freezing after midnight. So instead of a bunch of cold air coming in behind the storm like we had last time, it'll be pretty warm. But that's also what's given us some ice problems. So we've got a full crew here at the station. We are ready to keep you informed. And yes, we've checked all the break schedules. We will not actually interrupt any of the football game to give you weather updates on CBS 19. Keep watching and keep joining us. And also our Weather Authority app will work out quite well. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll catch you later. What's up, everybody? Hello again, everybody. Dan Schutte back with another Facebook update for you. It is halftime of the football game, so we'll just kind of give you an update about what's going on behind me. It's safe to say the snow is over, and really over, and it's now full on sleet. And what it's actually, the sleet pellets are so hard. Check this out. See those little dimples in the snow? That's actually what, actually we're watching this real time. Look at that. You can actually see the sleet pounding down the snow totals as we speak. So remember when Travis and Franklin and AJ were talking about how the sleet and the freezing rain was going to just mash our snow total? Well, it's literally happening live in front of our eyes right now. So I guess those fancy meteorology degrees do mean something, right? No, our guys definitely know what they're talking about. But yeah, I just wanted to give you a quick update. The quiet, gentle, light, fluffy snow, gone. It is now full on just sleet out here. We're worried it's going to turn to rain in a little bit. Travis was telling me that from now until about 11:30, it's going to be the dicey part. I'm walking out into the parking lot here to do this. Boom. There it is coming down. So you can see what we've got going on around our lights. It's coming down pretty hard. Again, we're expecting it to switch over to rain here at some point tonight. A little bit of rain, a little bit of ice. It's actually not as cold as it was a little earlier. I think it's warming up a little bit, which is why we're getting the sleet now. But I still would say there's a plow going by, there's a couple cars going by, but don't be out. It's just, like, the roads are nasty. You know, here's this guy going by. He's going pretty good clip. I'm not sure if I'd be driving that fast right now, honestly. And I'm from Minnesota and I got four-wheel drive. I wouldn't do that. But yeah, I would say just stay home, because the wind still had some pretty good bite to it. You can feel the wind coming in from the north. Whew, it's a little chilly. So I think I would stay in. I'd watch the second half of the football game. It's shaping up to be a pretty good football game, I think. Enjoy yourselves. Stay safe. We'll have full coverage for you tonight at 10 on Fox and at 11 on CBS 19. And then tomorrow morning, if you have to go anywhere on the holiday, we've got you covered from 4:30 a.m. till 7 on CBS 19. And we got you from 7 to 9 on GMC on Fox. That's our relatively new show that I'm really excited about. I really like it. I hope you check it out. I will check back in with you guys a little bit later.
Are we done yet?
Yeah, we've almost started. Travis, we've almost started. Hey everybody, we're back. I'm doing something a little different this time.
I want ice cream!
Travis wants ice cream. You go out and make it. We got plenty of snow in the parking lot. We used to do that when I was a kid. All right, what I wanted to start out, I wanted to show you something. I'm going to play intermeteorologist. So one of the things they were talking about when we were watching for the storm is right here. This is the dry slot. Oh, dry slot. It's west of us. See, that's us. Now it's west of us, which means the good buddies in Cleveland, there they are. They're getting snow, and Travis said they weren't supposed to. So this dry slot is here. We're still hanging out in the sleet. It's going to be that way for a few more hours, I think. We're going to be dealing with that. But again, Travis is here. Franklin's here. AJ's working inside. I'm going to actually take you guys secret way. We'll go out the back door if I can manage to make this work. And we'll see what the actual weather's doing outside. Look at how secret this is. You guys see how secret this is? How secret you are. Whoa! It's getting hard to open the door because there's a lot of snow there. See? All right, so as you can hear, we still got plenty of sleet coming down. Here, let's listen. And it's bouncing too. It is bouncing pretty good. Roads are looking not great. There has been some plow activity going by. There's a truck going by up there. But it looks like everybody's kind of been heeding the warnings to just go ahead and stay inside. Travis's car has been here all day. You can see that's about what he's got on the snow there. Keeps packing in, packing up. But yeah, this is East Rio, but it looks so far like our trees are holding up okay. So far, Travis said we're gonna sleep for a few more hours, and then that's when we're gonna worry about a little bit of rain and or ice. Sleeting where you are right now, Kyle, I got it. Hi Kyle, how are you? But yeah, it's still sleeting. Now, here's the other difference. Earlier today when I've been doing these, we've usually had at least one vehicle drive by. Now look at that. Just nothing. And I can't even hear anything. 29's right over there. I can't hear anything on 29 either. Kyle, I'll tell AJ you said hello, no problem. He better be sleeping though, because he's got Good Morning Charlottesville coverage to do a little bit later. But yeah, so that's where we are right now. Let's listen to the sleet hit the bushes. Yeah, still sleeting pretty good. I'm gonna go inside because the smart plan of starting in the studio to show you something new was kind of neat and all. But it's cold out there if you're not wearing a jacket. Ooh, I would stay inside. Like I said, we've got football going on. So it's a good day to stay inside and watch football. Don't worry, we got the crew here to keep an eye on the weather for you, so you don't have to worry about it. We'll keep checking in as conditions warrant and events warrant. But again, Travis said we're probably going to be in a sleep pattern. God, my hair is awesome. Look at that. That is good stuff. We're really showing you how the sausage is made here today, I guess. We'll keep you updated. We got our full meteorology team working here. Everything's going pretty well. Bring them on camera. Oh, that's somebody else. Sorry, never mind. Looks like it may do this most of the night. Yeah, Amy, it'll do this for the next few hours, and then we'll get to switch to some rain and possibly some ice in that regard. And that's when we're worried about our next impact on this storm. Travis still thinks the storm is going to be out of here by around midnight or so. So when the storm gets out of here, then road crews will be able to make some real progress. We're also going to have live reports for you on the roads at 10 and 11 on Fox Virginia and on CBS 19. I will check back in a little bit, but it kind of looks like we're going to be in this pattern for a little while now. All right, everybody, we are back out here at East Rio Road. Going to give you a weather update because the sleet has pretty much stopped up here at our studios, but now there's a new story to tell you about. So let's start here and I'll show you in small time what I'm talking. Well, I don't know if I'm going to be able to walk up that hill. I probably should have put my boots on. This wasn't the smartest thing I've ever done, but that's okay. We'll just get through it together. Here we go. Up the hill. Okay. Made it. So now here we're going to take a look at the road. This is what East Rio looks like as we roll on up. I mean, passable, but I wouldn't drive on it. And from the looks of things, nobody is, so that's a good thing. But here's what I want you to listen to, and I'm going to give you a visual representation too of the thing we're watching next. The sleet is still going, but it's a little bit light. But here's what we're worried about now. Right there, that flag. See how that's blowing pretty good? That's the next thing that we're worried about as we move in to some of the next few hours. We're worried about more heating aloft. See, the trees are blowing around a little bit. And that's why we're worried about power outages. Yeah, here's a wind gust. You hear that? That one was pretty good. So yeah, this is East Rio. This is what it looks like. Lab crews are already working through the parking lots. Hopefully you can hear me because the wind is so strong. But here's the other problem. East Rio, kind of a main road, pretty good. East Rio Court, a side road, not good at all. So if you live on a side road, which you know most of us do, roads aren't going to be very good. Main roads, passable, but it's still pretty slippery. I think judging by the lack of traffic, let's see how this guy goes. That's the police. He knows what he's doing. Four-wheel drive. So the folks that are supposed to be out, they're out. But yeah, boy, you can really feel the wind going now. It's yeah, the wind is starting to get after it a little bit. And this is what we're worried about in terms of power outages is today and tomorrow. The wind is blowing like crazy. Gosh, I hope you can still hear me. The wind's blowing so much. We know we'll have a live report tonight at 10 and 11 from a couple spots where they've got a lot of power crews staged. One of the issues we had a couple weeks ago, man, this wind is nasty. One of the issues we had a couple weeks ago is that the storm really kind of spooled up fast, and so they didn't have a ton of crews in the area, and it took a while to get everybody here. This time they've got a ton of crews in the area, so in theory we'll be better prepared to handle some of those power outages. Man, look at how red my nose got. really escalated quickly. It really got out of hand fast. But yeah, again, we're still here at CBS 19. We are stamping our feet off so we don't make a mess. We got the whole crew here. Carly is here working on the 10 and 11. Franklin and Travis are here. Got Ann Parker is here. A couple other folks are here. So we'll keep you updated. So again, the sleet is really kind of slowing down a lot, but you can see my hat barely has any on it. But the wind is what we're worried about. Now, we'll be keeping an eye on it for you. We'll see you at 10 and 11 and tomorrow from 4:30 to 7:30 on Good Morning Charlottesville. See you. Hello friends, let's start doing some checking in on seeing what the weather is like here up in northern-ish Albemarle County, East Rio Road. As you can see, we're going to start out, listen to the snow. That sound means there's a pretty good layer of sleet on it. Now, as we're going to walk up to Rio Road here, smart enough to put my boots on that time, so that's good. Because last time that didn't go very well. My shoes are currently drying, thank you. And we've got a little bit of traffic on the road, actually. About 4 vehicles just went by. Look like pickup trucks. Right now, I don't really feel any precipitation coming down. I just checked with Franklin Spain and Travis Koshka on the weather department. Looks like the precipitation is pretty much done for the night, so we kind of lucked out there a little bit. Now that dry slot slid over a little. Now, here's what the road looks like. And I can hear the beeps of some plows up over by 29, so that's a good sign as well. Roads aren't looking too bad. The thing we want to watch out for now, we have some wind advisories coming into the area. And this is what we're worried about this time, and that's why we're worried about power. We're starting to get some reports of power outages. The Northfield neighborhood is right up there. Their power has gone out. So we're starting to see some of those power outages that we were worried about with this storm starting to come in a little bit. The good news is you can't really find a hotel room in town right now because power crews have been taking them. But here we can listen to this. That's some wind gusts coming our way, all right. The wind is definitely going to be a factor tonight. Could be a lot of folks going without power. Hopefully not. Oh, look at that. It's a cat. Is that a cat or is that something bigger? That's pretty big. Oh, that's a cat. I hope he finds somewhere warm. Find somewhere warm, Mr. Cat. Don't let Travis see him. Well, Travis will just bring him home. Travis has got a big heart when it comes to the kitties. But yeah, there's the flag. Where is it? There it is. It's still blowing pretty good up here, and that's going to keep going on for a while. That's something to keep an eye on today and tomorrow. Other parts of Virginia seeing the wind blowing a little bit worse than we are right now, actually. I just checked the Dominion outage map. Right now, there's only 2 active power outages in the area, and again, one of them is Northfield right up there. But other than that, it seems like we're doing okay in the storm for now. Like I said, we're keeping our eye on power outages, but some slush on the roads. I think if you're in for the night, that's probably the right move. I don't think there's really any reason to go anywhere at this point. I think a lot of things closed down and such anyway. But just giving you another update as we trudge along here. Oh yeah, there's the wind. Found it. In case you're wondering where it went. And that was a pretty long and sustained gust, and that's kind of what we're keeping our eye on for the next several hours into the Monday morning hours as well. And that's where we're worried about power outages, and that's where power crews are worried about power outages, and why we have so many line crews already staged here in town. Fashion Square Mall right over there has got a whole bunch of them parked in the parking lot. But other than that, it looks like precipitation is pretty much done. Oh, check this out. A lot of that light is the sleet kind of reflecting everything. So that's why it doesn't seem like it's very dark out right now. because the sleet is reflecting things for us, and that's making things look a little bit more visual as we go on. Trying to get my glove off so I can get back in the building for you. So that is your live look outside for now. We're about an hour away. Oh, there goes the plow. So the crews are out here and working. They were ready. You know, VDOT kind of told us the last couple days that they would be out and they would be working, and they've been out and they've been doing a good job. And the roads are in better shape than they were for some of the storms last week. So that's a good thing. But again, having just been outside and dealing with that wind, if you don't have to go outside, there's no reason to do that. There really isn't. It's already 9 o'clock on a Sunday night. Stay inside. Stay warm. Let's go check in with Travis, see how things are going in the weather department. If you ever wanted to know, by the way, there's what our master control looks like. That's where we direct our newscasts and have our producers sit, and where we run 4 television stations at the same time. Travis, watch your mouth. I'm live on the Facebooks. That's a big smile. How we looking?
Still possibility of some, for lack of a better term, crud. Sleet still coming down, although it's tapered off a little bit.
Yeah,
radars over there.
I just walked outside. It's pretty light at this point, but boy, the wind is really picking up.
Yeah, got reports of power out at Northwoods, which is just across the street from our station.
Yeah.
So sadly, I fear this is going to be the start of many others. Fingers crossed doesn't happen. Radar over there actually has the sleet, the snow pushing on Madison and Culpeper counties. Stuff down around Lexington and Roanoke may swing through, but I would suffice to say that the heaviest precipitation passes by. And from here on out, anything we get is going to be light. If the winds are going to pick up, something else worth showing over there is we now have highway warning in effect for the higher elevations. Blue Ridge Mountains, Afton, Wintergreen, you're looking for gusts of 60 miles an hour from now until late tomorrow evening. And then Culpeper, Madison counties, you're under a wind advisory also until tomorrow evening. You could get wind gusts up to 55 miles per hour. Would not surprise me in the least if those advisories were expanded to include more of Central Virginia, because it's quite blustery out there. And those winds, like Dan said, could do a little bit of damage.
Yeah.
So we're winding down precipitation, but we're not out of the woods yet with a severe weather threat. Again, the wind's really going to be the focus overnight into tomorrow morning. Temperatures for a lot of places, though, starting to get close to freezing, so it's actually warmer than it was earlier today.
It's good news. Thank you, sir.
Yep.
We'll head on through the newsroom. That's the weather wall, by the way. If you ever wonder where Travis does his weather and why Travis never wears a green shirt or green tie, that's why. And as we roll on through the newsroom, we got Andy's finishing up his stuff. Ann Parker's finishing up her stuff. Franklin's getting ready to go. Carly's getting ready to go. This is our tour of our newsroom, by the way, if you ever want to know what our newsroom looks like. It's pretty new, pretty fun. So there you go. There's your 9 o'clock update, everybody. We walked out, we heard the wind, we saw why it's a good idea that only a couple of us walk outside and show everybody else what it's like. Just right, Franklin? Just take our word for it.
Oh yeah, definitely take our word for it.
Yeah, just take our word for it, you know? It's the way to go. Anyway, have a great night. Thanks for staying with us. We are live in about 50 minutes on Fox Virginia News at 10 o'clock. See you then.